The Very Serious Crafts podcast is on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/seriouscrafts to support our podcast, find out about our Patreon half-stitched episodes, and more.
Hello, and welcome to Season 5, Episode 2 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Molly from Wild Olive.
And I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors and the Bones and Bobbins podcast. Today we'll be talking about crafts that make us hesitate a little.
Yes. Like, do I really want to do this? Should I try this? I don't know. Kind of like how I hesitated to even start a podcast. It all worked out, but, you know.
Well, I also hesitated to join you in the podcast that was my idea, even though, yeah. So anyway, we already know that we can do things that make us hesitate a little.
So I don't know why we still hesitate, but it happens.
Because we are creatures of habit, anxiety, and creativity, and those things do a little complicated dance.
Yeah, it's an interesting mix. It generally works out. Yeah.
Yeah. So before we dive headfirst into that world of stress and excitement, we'd just like to say a quick thank you to all of our serious friends of the Very Serious Crafts podcast who are supporting us over on Patreon.
Yay!
You are all the absolute best, and we are super excited to be starting Season 5 with you.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. If you do not happen to be a member of our Patreon, you might be excited to know that there is an entire, like 4 and change season backlog of bonus episodes for you to listen to. So you might wanna.
Go check it out. Go check it out.
Indeed.
So I do like, though, how you were like, before we dive into that, as if, like, I think the point of this topic is that we're barely dipping our toe in. We're a little afraid to dive in, but that was a great. We're more willing to dive into talking about it than actually doing the things. So that's fine. It's fine.
Well, we are weirdly willing to dive into a lot more complicated things often.
That is true. That is true. There have been many things where I was just like, yeah, fine, I can do this. I've never done it before, but go for it. And then these things are more like the, oh, I don't know. I know a little bit, but maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing just enough to know you're intimidated.
That. It is, there are definitely some things that intimidate me. Again, doesn't mean that they're not doable. In fact, I think there are a lot of like craft techniques and even like specific projects where the designers have done a really good job of equipping you for said thing. That has nothing to do with it. It's all how you look at the thing and go, ooh, should I though?
Yeah, and I think the funny thing is, like, after 5 seasons and, a decade plus of blogging and writing projects, like, those of you who have been in the crafting community, and especially those of you who have known us throughout all of the various incarnations of our crafting careers, might be surprised to know that there are still plenty of techniques that we have not tried and are a little afraid of.
I would also say there's some that we have tried, and that's exactly why we're intimidated by them.
Correct.
I am far more intimidated by still things having to do with my sewing machine than any like large scale hand sewn project. That just still is how it is. So
well, there's just a level of control that you have in hand sewing. Like, you can fidget around and make things work in a way that you can do with the sewing machine, but sewing machines move. Sometimes
yes.
more quickly than you would like them to.
Now, mind you, I will also say I've stabbed my fingers more hand sewing than I've never actually, knock on wood, I've never sewn through my finger on a sewing machine, but that doesn't make it less intimidating.
I need to knock on all the wood now too, because I also haven't, and I don't want to, so hold on, I'm going to do a very solid knock.
All right.
Ooh, I woke up Biggie.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mr. Big Stuff. He's like, grumble, grumble, grumble. I'm a cat.
That's accurate. That is accurate.
Yes.
Okay, so what's top of the list intimidating project for you, or technique?
I really like the way smocking looks. And I even understand how it works. I mean, it's folding in geometry. I understand that, but and you can make such cool, intricate designs. It sort of reminds me of blackwork embroidery.
Yes.
I
absolutely connect those in my mind. It's the
three-dimensional expression of sort of those geometric patterns.
Yeah.
And I really, really love blackwork embroidery. And so I have been eyeing smocking. I have looked into it. And a part of it is that smocking is most often done on bodices, at least smocking that I see.
Yeah.
And I have not historically needed any emphasis up there.
Yeah.
Simply from a fabric hanging.
Yeah. Yeah, because it creates, under the smocking, it creates more volume.
Yeah, so, it creates volume and structure. And so I have a very short waist, and so there isn't enough additional fabric to weight the smocking to make it sit nicely. And I mean, I could absolutely do a more tailored thing.
Sure.
That would make a fitted bodice or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I like it so much, and I feel like I would be so disappointed with the outcome, even if it looked beautiful on my dress form.
Yeah. So it's interesting that first of all, it's almost interesting that we have never talked about smocking on the podcast before. I don't think
we haven't.
I don't think we have. I think we've discussed chicken scratch, which I also connect with chicken scratch embroidery. I connect it with smocking. But my cousin's wife, when my cousins are a fair amount older than I am, and so they were,
mine too.
Yeah, so they were having kids that are more like my younger siblings' ages. So we're kind of, in that in between stage. But anyway, so she had a smocking machine, and she made all kinds of things for their kids.
Oh, I used to have a smocking machine. I maybe still do at my mom's.
Yeah.
I'd completely forgotten about that until you just said something. I think we've talked about that on the podcast.
Have we? Because I don't remember, but I just...
Maybe.
My context for smocking is the little dresses that I wore as a child, and then my cousin's children all wearing their handmade smocked outfits that, she did some very cool things with there was amazing things that you could do with it. And I don't know how it, what how hers functioned and how much was like programmed or just done by following a pattern or whatever. But I really,
if I remember correctly, smocking machines are not like sewing machines. They are almost guides.
Could be, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up while we talk.
Okay. But when I was like probably a teenager when I was more aware of her making things. So now as an adult, the idea of attempting to smock by hand, like pleating and then actually doing all of the stitches by hand, that is it's fascinating to me. I don't know that it would intimidate me, but I just haven't had.
It would if you saw this machine.
All right, well now we'll look.
I now remember why it looks a lot like a paper cutter almost. Like it's that shape, or maybe a book binder. Like it's, a comb binder. That's what it looks like. It looks like a comb binder. So it's a like long cylinder. There's a lot going on. I'm not entirely sure how to use it. There are a bunch of needles. It seems almost like a loom, but 3D.
Okay.
And I will add a link.
Perfect.
Because this is very difficult to explain, and I do have one. I don't know where it is, but I do have one.
I like that it's also pulled up that maybe I would also like an ultimate ruffler. That has been suggested by Google for me. So, yeah.
I have a ruffle foot. I wonder why. But, yeah, so I often also don't see smocking exist in a grown-up context.
Yes.
And I feel like that sort of crisp, geometric, those style lines could look really, really cool in an expertly fitted grown-up piece. But if it isn't done in that way, you probably look 5.
Yes.
I definitely look 5. If I am wearing just a traditionally smocked piece, I assume I do not own any.
Right, yeah.
Oh, you know what? That is not true. I have one dress with elastic smocking.
Oh, sure.
Which is an entirely different animal. That is how I've seen, like the maxi dresses, sometimes strapless maxi dresses. The smocking is the thing that holds them up.
Right. Well, I was even thinking that along like a waistband where you, where you would want to bring the fabric in, that would make sense and be a different take on the, baby doll dresses that I always envision when thinking of smocking. But yeah.
That are coming back into style because the clothing of our youth.
I can't.
I mean, I want to be like, oh no, but also I looked great in combat boots and baby doll dresses, and
okay, that I will accept that.
Own those, because I have not changed. I did not grow,
but the difference is some of these things. They were cute then, and they're still cute now. Some of them were awful then, and they're still awful now. So that's you have to find the line there. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and not do brown lipstick.
I think that's wise. I think that's wise. Yeah.
It never worked for me anyway, because I do not have lips that are a neutral color. But I do not need that trend to come back. It probably already has.
It could have come and gone the way that things happen now. Okay.
We have just become old.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm embracing it though. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Just now.
Similarly, I have embraced, being a guinea pig lady. It's like a cat lady, but with guinea pigs. I am a bit cat lady too, but I only have one cat, so I don't know if you're a guinea pig lady if you only have 2 guinea pigs, but it's fine.
But you have 2 guinea pigs and a bonus cat.
Exactly.
And so I feel like that all the math works.
Yeah, I mean,
I have 3 cats and 7 snails.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. But yeah, so which the guinea pig lady thing leads me to a very intimidating pattern that I recently purchased from my friend Kristen, who is Woolly Petals online, and it's one of those patterns where you look at it and you think it should probably be foundation paper piecing, which I wouldn't necessarily love to do. I would consider doing it in English paper piecing because that's, my comfort level, but intimidating is that it's traditionally pieced. So you cut all of the pieces and you sew all the pieces together to make a quilt block that is a guinea pig, and it's so cute. And
all right, that's a delight.
And my friend Kristen has already made, I think, 8 or 9 blocks. She has not yet made a full quilt out of it, but she's obviously made lots of these. And the pattern has been very thoroughly tested. And my friend Stephanie has made several and offered me one of her blocks. She's like, if you'd like one, just so that you have one that's finished. I was like, no, that's cheating. But
I don't think it's cheating if you have multiple friends contribute and it's part of the love.
But if I do it to avoid sewing it, then that's cheating to me.
Agreed.
So,
yes.
If I, but here's the thing. So we've, the 3 of us, Kristen and Stephanie I have talked about how, like, the worst part of quilting to me, and they agree with this, is like the cutting the fabric. So that's part of it. It's just cutting these pieces.
That's why I have an AccuQuilt machine.
Can you set it to all of the specific sizes of things that you need to cut? That's the question.
Traditional blocks, yeah.
Right, yeah.
But
so
I think that you can actually probably get custom.
Well, and you probably could.
But it wouldn't make any sense.
Right. I think in this case, you might even be able to use some of the typical styles of blocks, and you could cut them down then, or, the pieces, and then cut them down. And I think that looking at how this particular quilt block is done, she's organized the pieces really, really well.
It looks so cool.
It's really cute. Please go check it out, listeners, because it's adorable. But she, it's all listed very, very well.
Every time I look at it, I just want to smile and
I know,
make happy noises.
Yeah, you could weak like a guinea pig, but you would need to, you could cut pieces and then cut them down, or cut multiples and then cut them down. But here's the thing, this quilt block, and I don't want to scare anyone else off of the quilt block, but I just want to be clear that there's 100 pieces to make an 18-inch quilt block. I think it's 18 inches.
And this is meant to be hand quilt or hand pieced, right?
No, it's sewn on the machine.
Oh,
so there's some very small pieces.
That's
there's 1-inch half square triangles in this.
I feel like I would just hand piece it,
and that's maybe what I actually need to do. Maybe that,
because I feel like that is less barrier to entry for me personally.
And I'm not opposed to hand sewing a quilt. Yeah. Not even English paper piecing.
I
but
might
just,
machine piece
some
together of the blocks.
Yeah, but
or obviously do the quilting. But I really feel like it would be about 3 times less intimidating to me. I mean, not having to get out a machine and having it be a thing I can pick up and put down.
Yeah.
Is generally speaking why I don't machine so many quilts.
Right.
I just don't.
Yeah, you really need to have a chunk of time to just sit down and do the thing.
Pieces, that's why I hand sew quilts.
You may have just broken this whole thing down Huh. Oh boy.
That's because I'm fancy.
Yeah, what's dangerous is now I'm gonna want to go
not at all fancy.
And now I'm gonna go want to pull fabrics for this guinea pig. So,
I feel fine about enabling this process.
I thank you for this. Wow. Because the seams are not all that long on these, so it's very reasonable to do that.
I think it would be a lot faster to hand piece this. I mean, most things are not faster to hand piece, but I feel like with this many moving parts and the size of some of the smallest ones, that it would actually be very easy to hand piece and not at all easy to machine piece part of this. Which is not to say this isn't a lovely pattern. I mean, I feel like my featherweight would like this pattern.
Right.
But my Bernina would not.
Right. And I think, like, again, this wouldn't be intimidating to everyone. I'm not, like, it's a lot, but if you do things like this regularly.
It's not hard.
Right, exactly. No, it's very straightforward how it all goes together. But lots of tiny sewing on a machine is intimidating to me personally because of how I sew or don't sew. But I can't even express.
That's intimidating anyway.
Yeah, but
like small pieces, no matter how good you are, it's easy to screw up a small piece.
Yeah, but I feel like this overwhelming sense of joy at the idea that I now have a way to make this happen much easier than I was ever expecting. Thank you.
Yeah, and you can do it a little at a time.
Yeah.
I mean, because I did not realize that it was machine pieced, my brain automatically went to, oh, obviously these are very small pieces, you would hand piece them. But I also am coming from, like, most of my quilting is English paper piecing because I like hand sew.
Right. Well, and that's just it. If it were...
You actually could.
Yeah, well, if it had been foundation paper piecing, I would have done it English paper piecing by hand and not thought anything of it. It's a little trickier when the pattern is written for traditional piecing. So
yeah.
Well,
although I don't think that will be an issue here because the pieces are so small. It will be easy to.
This is gonna be amazing.
Yes.
Next time we record, I have a feeling I will have started this project. I'm just gonna throw that out.
Oh, I hope so very much. And let me know if I can contribute a block at some point.
Okay. All right.
Maybe even an entirely different block.
I have just gone from, if I could make one of these guinea pigs and make it into a pillow, that would be good, to I think I'm going to be able to make all of the guinea pigs that have ever been part of my life. Like, it suddenly feels attainable. Whoa.
Yes! Oh, that makes me so happy. Do you know it would look really cool?
What?
Putting them on a jacket.
Oh my goodness. That would only fit one guinea pig per jacket.
Tote bag.
Tote bag would work. I think because of the size of it, a jacket, I would have to, fitting more than one guinea pig would be a little tricky in this case. But
that's fair. I mean, but you can always scale it down if you're hand piecing. You can make a small one.
I like how we've gone from their 1-inch half square triangles to make it smaller.
But if you're
possible.
doing it by hand,
exactly.
It doesn't.
But
like,
also,
as long as you can still maneuver that needle.
I feel like having like 5 throw pillows of all of my guinea pigs, though, would be super cute.
Oh, I vote for that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because then you could
absolutely
snuggle them too. So
like that, or a framed wall of, like, I don't know. I'm picturing Warhol guinea pigs.
Oh my goodness. Which would be cute, especially if you were to do them in, like, wild colors, right?
That, you're reading my mind.
Oh boy.
All right, so now we've created multiple entirely new projects.
I was a little bit nervous about like trying to get back into the swing of the podcast, but here we are, sitting here making small things bigger and big things smaller, like in the blink of an eye. So, all right.
Indeed.
All right, thanks for that.
Well, gosh, now I'm excited about that pattern.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cute already, but now I'm thinking about. I babysat the class guinea pig when I was 5.
Oh.
Over Christmas.
Oh, nice.
I was so excited. I have never been more excited about anything. Than the class guinea pig. They're coming home with me.
They're such sweet little creatures. I mean, they obviously
his name was Guinea.
Perfect. I approve.
He made adorable noises.
Yes, they are. Well, I mean, sometimes mine make demanding noises, but it's still adorable. Yes. So.
Well, in my 20s, I had a guinea pig named Luca.
Cute.
That I got when he was tiny.
Yeah. Mine were just like palm-sized when I brought them home. So, yeah.
Oh, I love that. Listen.
Yeah.
Guinea pigs are adorable.
They are.
I will take absolutely no other thoughts on that subject.
Same.
Yes.
Same. All right. What else intimidates you when it comes to crafts?
All right. So, you know how I like 1920s sort of Art Deco style things?
Yes.
And you may recall the ridiculous beaded dress that I wore to the Emmys many years ago.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, that dress was very heavy, for the record. Oh my goodness. But it was made with a technique called tambour beading.
I am familiar with it.
Yeah. Well, I knew what it was without knowing what its name was. And I did not make this dress, but someone hand beaded that dress with glass beads. And my goodness, I hope they got paid enough money for it, and I'm sure that they did not.
Yeah, because really,
beautiful.
What is enough money when considering some of these techniques that are so labor intensive?
Sincerely, you could not. I can't think of a price that you could name.
Yeah.
That would make me do that or not me.
Yeah.
But so if you're not familiar with tambour beading, it's like when you think of really intricate beaded wearables, although it doesn't need to be wearable. Like when you have, it's almost like the satin stitching of beading, because it's often used. Well, you can do shape outlines, but it's also like a filler as well. I mean, you can do all manner of things, but when you think of something that is like a garment that is a beaded garment that has like a beaded design, chances are very good that it's tambour beading. And tambour beading is, it weirdly enough has sort of similar tools to lace making.
Yeah, and
like the actual, there's something, I think it's called a tambour hook, but
yeah, it's sometimes called a tambour needle as well.
Yeah,
but it's because it's kind of like a cross between things.
Yeah, it's like a sewing awl.
Yeah. I would say has a similar feeling to even like punch needle in a way.
Yeah. It's like it's a small version of that.
Yeah.
So, it looks like the tool that you use to poke patterns in traditional bobbin lace making.
Right.
So I feel like I weirdly have the tool.
It's possible.
Or could make the tool work with a sewing machine needle and the thing I already have. Because it's basically just a needle vise, it looks like.
Yeah, I have one. Because I actually...
I definitely don't.
Let me see if I can... I actually wrote an article about what it is, and so I made a point to actually try it. And...
Oh, cool.
It's... it's one of those things that requires muscle memory to make it to have it be done with any level of accuracy.
Yeah, I mean, it really does look a lot like a smaller scale version of, like, at some point I made that punch needle pillow that I have never done anything with after everyone told me that I was not allowed to glue back it. I'm fairly certain that I did glue back it, but I don't think I've done anything since.
Okay.
So tambour beading is worked from the back instead of the front.
Yeah.
So if you have ever done any kind of beading work, like if you knit with beading, you know that basically the loop of either the yarn or thread or whatever, like the bead goes onto that, and then you pull the loop through to the back and then run the thread into that loop. That doesn't make much sense.
Well, and it's also like it creates like a chain stitch on the back.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say and not saying.
Yeah. So it's
so the back of it looks like a chain stitch, and the stitch through the front is holding that bead.
Yes.
In the middle of that chain.
Yeah.
Stitch.
Yeah.
Right. I have, there's a link.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful. And I think that you could probably learn to do it pretty quickly once you develop the muscle memory. But the, like, how tight those stitches need to be clustered together, it would just require, like, I'm looking at an up-close thing, or an up-close project from the back right now, and it looks like satin stitch, but with single strand sewing.
Yeah.
Like, it's that tightly positioned, and it's just beautiful, and you can make so many, like, really, really cool, like, again, with my liking geometric designs, but I love a geometric art deco, like, I don't like glitter, but I sure do like sparkle, and sparkle by way of really intricate glass beading on the right style of clothing and the right kind of fabric, you know, so it doesn't look tacky.
Yeah.
So it looks elegant, not tacky. Oh, I think it's amazing, and I am absolutely terrified of it. It looks so overwhelming, and especially since it's worked back to front, you aren't looking at the front while you're doing it.
Yeah, and
because it's like it's spread on
like you put it in your fabric in a frame. Yeah. And a lot of times it's worked on like really delicate fabrics too, where, you know, or like a netting or something. But
yes.
But the thing that's amazing and intimidating about it is that most of the time when you see someone doing it, they are highly skilled at it. And they do it fast, right? Like it seems like a fair amount of it. Obviously, you could follow a pattern on the back of the fabric, You know, like I know that
yeah,
that
and
happens.
I think most of the time the patterns are like transferred or even designed on the back.
But there's still like a lot of, you know, you're working on the back, the beads are all hanging out on the front, and you like work with like one hand on top and one hand on the bottom to like feed it. It's
my hands are bleeding just thinking about it.
It's wow. So by the way, I looked while we were talking, and I have no photo of anything that I actually tested with that timber hook, which means it probably did not go well. But I have it. Well, I have the hook. And I did try it, but yeah, it's it would take a lot of practice. But like it's still used now for modern garments. Snobby
yeah. to do it, because I would need to buy the good beads and buy the beautiful fabric. Like, I don't feel like I could do half measures here.
Right.
I don't think I can start with a practice piece, which, like, I am not interested in starting with practice piece.
It wouldn't go well your first time.
Oh, no, it would be terrible.
And that's fine. Like, that's not, there's nothing wrong with that. But
I would be mad about it.
It's definitely one of those, it takes many hours to even get like moderately okay at it. To master it is like, you know, when they say like how many hours,
lifetime.
Right, exactly. It is one of those
things. Like carpet weavers who can move so quickly and do such intricate patterns by hand. Like, that is, like, no matter how slowly I went, that is not an option for me.
Right.
But if you have grown up in a carpet weaving family or
then
in a community,
it becomes second nature.
Like, you start doing that when you're a little kid. Muscle memory is amazing.
Well, and I think the thing that's really cool about tambour beading is that it is still used in like couture clothing now. Like, it's not this isn't a thing that went away.
You have to hand place beads.
Exactly. So,
I mean, if you want to do, you can do some machine beading. It's a bad idea.
Yeah.
It doesn't look how you want it to look. If you want it to look how you're imagining it in your head, and I know everyone is imagining it. Like, if you've ever seen a ridiculous wedding dress.
Right.
Like, that's a skill you're paying for.
Mm-hmm.
If you're wondering why those items are that expensive, that's part of it.
Yep, exactly. Well, I understand the intimidation.
Yeah.
I think you probably would still have fun just playing with it, even if you, like, not trying to make anything with it, but just, like, feeling how it goes. I think you would like that.
Me. We all know that if I do it, I'm going to make a ball gown.
But I think that you might, like, try it and be like, this is interesting, and then, nope. That could happen.
You could do it on shoes.
Oh, gosh. I hadn't thought about that. I'm thinking like a brooch. Like, you could hand bead a brooch.
Oh. Okay, I like that.
That would be okay. Like yeah.
Ooh, I could make something especially weird.
You could. And obviously that's always the benefit with being able to make something yourself, is you can make the thing that no one else would ever make. I see possibility here for you. And also, I will just say, a tambour beading hook or needle they're not very expensive. You know, like, for a nice piece of a thing, and they come in, like, there's different interchangeable needle sizes, you know, but you can, like, I want to say that I maybe paid $12 for mine, and it's got, like, a wood handle and everything, so I could be
oh my goodness, anatomical beaded brooches.
You know, I instantly was thinking, like, skulls and things along those lines. Also things that look like crystals, or, you know, there's a lot to be done.
Things in jars.
So
many bell jars.
Would be very cool.
Uh-oh. See, now we've
just
gotten
role
me
reversed
from, I can do that too. Oh no.
It could, I mean, because, right, like,
I feel like I could do that because it's on a small enough scale.
Yes, but you could still make it absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I can make something perfect that is like a few inches by a few inches.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not good at it immediately.
Right.
Well, guess I'm gonna order a timbre hook.
All right.
Or needle or whatever.
If you go down that path, I might pull mine out and try it again.
German glass beads, here I come.
Well, I mean, I was at Goodwill not that long ago, and there were multiple packs of beads that had been like sorted into little like test tubes and little packet, there was one whole bag of like sequins and beads that were in old prescription bottles. And I was like, I really like the person that donated these, or the person that made these and then somebody else donated them. But
was it me? That time travel?
I don't know. But I didn't bring them home because I thought I really shouldn't do that. But if there's timbre beading in the future, I don't know. Oh dear, we better wrap this up before we start.
I was going to say, like, we cannot continue down this rabbit hole, or we are going to have like 15 new projects.
Yeah, 15 very intimidating projects.
Yeah, although we have talked ourselves into them.
We have.
Oh my goodness, beaded Mothman brooch.
Ooh.
Go down a whole cryptid alleyway.
There's a lot of things that would be so spectacular, but small.
Moths.
Yeah. Don't say it out. But the thing is, worked on the right fabric, your beaded moths will be moth-proof. Just don't pull out the silk for it. It's fine.
I mean, that's fair. That gets crunchy anyway.
Yeah. Okay. All
right, fine.
It's time to go. It is time to go.
Yes, we need to go. Listeners, either talk us into it or talk us out of it.
Yes.
Or talk yourselves into or out of.
Exactly.
We're here for all of it.
Yes. You can, you can send us an email or find
Request
us on
a pep talk. Find
us on social media where Instagram and Twitter we are at Serious Crafts. Facebook is Very Serious Crafts, and tell us what we should make or what.
Oh yeah.
What can we talk you into? Maybe that's it.
Yes. Tell us what we could talk you into. I just realized that I completely forgot to say on the first episode where you can find us. So, oops.
And it doesn't even matter.
No, you've already found us.
Exactly.
All right. I think we should go.
I think so. All right.
Bye.
Bye.